Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We're down here at the Palmer Boat Show, and as you can see in the background there are some amazing yachts around the place. Everywhere you go it's perfection on the eye, but something a little smaller has caught my eye today because I think this is absolutely lovely. It's a Spanish boat. It's called a Gerbo 30 cabin, and it's one of the prettiest boats on show. So I want to give you a little tour and tell you all about it. Now the first thing that strikes you is all this beautiful woodwork, but believe it or not, everything you're seeing at the moment is actually synthetic, which is great for maintenance, and you can see there is absolutely no compromise in terms of looks. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Now while we're stood here on the pontoon, I'll just show you this front sun pad, which is absolutely enormous, with the big cushions there to lean back on. And then we'll move back along and we'll step aboard. Now, one of the things about this boat that is going to be really attractive for a lot of buyers is the overall length, because this actually comes in at 7.98 metres, which means it's in a lower taxation bracket in a lot of countries, because they don't consider this bathing platform, because it's not actually in the water. There's a little gap underneath, and they measure the water line, not the overall length. Not everywhere, some marinas will be a little bit harsh, but even then, this boat comes in at about 9.2 metres. So again, in markets where you can dry stack up to 10 metres, you can get this boat on a dry stack. But let's step on aboard. Be careful because there's a big gap. Oh, I don't want to go in. There we go. Okay, so star of the show here is this amazing seating area, which will comfortably seat between, well, 8-10 people. At the moment, we've got the table on the left-hand side, on the port side here. You can see there's also some mounting points for it to have a table on the starboard side. But this is quite a nice configuration actually, with a little bit of open space. It's 2.95 metres wide. Sorry, I'm throwing lots of numbers at you, but it is quite a beamy boat. And that kind of shows, because you've got these really nice safe walkways along the side here. I'm not the most nimble person, but even I can safely negotiate and come up here on the bow and just look back. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. I'm going to go down the port side now, just to prove. Lovely stainless steel here on this screen surround, and just take a step back. This bimini cover, which is a very popular option down in the Med. You can actually have panels in the side here as well. So if you're in a slightly colder climb, you can enclose this area should you wish to. Okay, so let's just pan around here to the helm. So double helm seat, all the essentials. This has got a 9-inch Garmin. You can have an upgrade to 12-inch Garmin. This one's got Volvo Penta D3 engines, 230 horsepower. It's the last of the build that's going to have Volvo Penta. Then they're going to have Yanmars going forward, so twin Yanmar 250s. Gives this boat quite a nice little turn of speed, sort of mid to late 30s, depending on weather and load and all that kind of stuff. But realistically, cruising along, I would suggest sort of early 20s. Just coming back a little bit, underneath this helm seat here, which I think is nice, we have a lift and a massive chiller for all your drinks, cans, ice, all the stuff that you need there. Very accessible. And as is usual with these helm seats, you can pull that pin out. Can I pull that pin out? Yes, I can. I can drop that down and have a seat facing back. So over on the port side here, we've got our kind of galley area. Now, this particular boat has got a sink in here. This area here can be upgraded to have a cooker or a grill. And then down here we've got a domestic fridge. And remember, all this stuff that we're looking at here, this is synthetic teak. Doesn't it look marvellous? All the way along the top here. The only bits on this boat that are real wood, if you like, is our steering wheel, our dashboard, and then our tables. But as the chap who's on the stand here told me, you can have everything in real teak. It's up to you. They only build 25 boats a year, and each and every one of them is to the buyer's spec. So, but I really like this. I like the fact it's low maintenance, but I also like the fact it looks great. So let's step down below, see what we've got here. So at the moment this is configured for a double berth at the front, but these cushions lift up, these panels come out, so you can have a table here, and then you can sit 4 people around there. And then just panning around here to this area. So again, this owner just wanted this for storage, for bits and pieces up here, and storage down below, but you can have a microwave fitted here, you can have a coffee maker, you can have a TV, you can have basically what you want. And then in underneath the sole of the deck, we've got another double berth here, which typical of boat shows, there's bits and pieces stored in here, but you can get an idea. It's a nice big space. This is real wood, by the way. Obviously it's not out in the weather, so it doesn't age as badly. And you can see the nice light wood steps up. Pan around here to our heads. Oh, very nicely executed. Plenty of natural light up here. Nice big mirror up there on the wall. And then down for our loo. This one hasn't got a shower in it, but I would imagine again you can have what you want. Lots and lots of interesting options. Of course, things like stern and bow thruster can be fitted. This one I think has got a bow thruster but not a stern thruster. And interestingly, air conditioning. So sign of the times, you can have air conditioning which runs off a diesel generator, or as this builder did most recently, it actually had lithium ion batteries which powered the air conditioning. So very, very nice. So there we have it, all in what, just over 9 meters, but for taxation and berthing purposes under 8 meters. And I think on a sunny day in this particular colour scheme, this is an absolutely gorgeous boat. Hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough. Thanks for watching the Marine Channel. And please like, subscribe, share and comment on our videos. But most importantly, keep coming back and watching more. It's why we do it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.